Good morning, everybody. Back in the early 80s, we had a very lyrical, a very sentimental song. I am sentimental, so I love music, I love song, I love poetry. And that song that I'm referring to reminds me of the first reading for today. Koheleth, there is a time for everything under the heavens. The song I'm referring to was rendered by Nonoy Zuniga, who is now, of course, a practicing doctor more than a singer. And his lines haunt me ever since I heard it in '83. What is time without love? What is a mountain like without a valley nestled at its feet? What is pleasure without pain? What is sunshine without the rain? The song, of course, is a love song. But as all love songs go, it has to do with the depths of human meaning, the depths of human pain, but also the depths of human achievement, the heights that humanity can ever dream of and imagine. And it is unfortunate now that young people, so technical, homo technicus, homo faber, people now don't appreciate poetry and music because all they have is noise. And even news is noise because most of it is fake. But be that as it may, I think that all of us who are attending this Mass, whether physically or online, would understand the depths of human meaning in the words of Koheleth, a time to be born, a time to die. Dear Lord, he is referring to the most essential meaning about life. What is life without dying? What is life without rising up once more to eternal life? He is talking about the reality of defeat, but also the reality of victory in God. He talks about a time for gathering stones and a time for throwing them away. And right now, we have a lot of time. You can go anywhere. Young people can go even to school, and old people cannot go to malls. Well, not quite, because SM pretends to ask you for your quarantine pass. And then all you need to answer is, it's in my pocket, and they allow you. But in most places, you who are here right now in front of me cannot get anywhere. You have a lot of time. And what do we do when we have a lot of time? You've got to go to the more important element, which is the meaning of time, the meaning of everything. At this time, we are throwing away stones. Black sand is being stolen even as I talk right now in northern Philippines because there is no more black sand in Laguna, Batangas, and black sand is being brought without our being aware to that country northwest of us. And they're stealing the black sand too from Laos, from Cambodia, from Vietnam, from Indonesia, and from Malaysia. So, what do we make of this? You see, when Luke reported the issue about the big question, who do crowds say that I am? He was asking the disciples to reflect on time. Why? Because what happened just before this was the feeding of the 5,000. And most of the 5,000 forgot all about it. They remembered the matzah, it's like pita, the pita bread. They remembered the dips that went along with it. They remembered the good times. But now is the time for the Lord to declare His identity. And that is why the big question happened after the miracle. Who do you say that I am? Who do the crowd say that I am? Because truth to tell, maybe 99.9% after eating forgot all about the feast, forgot all about the gift, and they remembered their bitter bread and their bitter herbs, and they remembered only their suffering. But what is pleasure without pain? What is sunshine without the rain? You've got to put meaning into your life, and meaning is what the church offers. And that's why you are doing very well by joining the liturgy, because it is only in God that we can understand the meaning of time, the meaning of love, the meaning of suffering, the meaning of joy, the meaning of everything. For God is timeless. And in the final analysis, you don't need to watch time and watch the time go by. Because when you realize that in God there is no time, then there is only the eternal now. And that's all we need. In God's eternal now, this is what we call salvation. This is time with God. And this time with God is spelled F-O-R-E-V-E-R, forever. But then, reality check. After Peter, who understood everything at that point because of an inspiration from above, and declared him, "You are the Christ of God." And then he told them the reality. The Son of Man must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised. I'd like you to hold on to the final words. On the third day, be raised. And we are able to celebrate because of that third day. Because in God, there is no time.